Ford CEO just confirmed a massive recall of its electric Mustang Mach-E. Due to a potential safety fault that might render the vehicles immovable, Ford Motors has instructed dealers to temporarily halt sales of electric Mustang Mach-E crossovers. Well, why? What is happening with the company's new model? We're here to update you all about it. Hello and welcome back to Tech Addicts, friends. The Ford company's facing an economic downturn, and so much else is happening inside the company. The only channel that gets it all first for you is us, so stay tuned till the end. According to the chief financial officer of the car maker, Ford Motors is making preparations for an economic slowdown, even though consumer demand for new automobiles has remained stable. The chief financial officer of Ford, John Lawler, stated at a conference hosted by Deutsche Bank and reported on by CNBC that even though the company has seen record profits and strong demand for electric vehicles like the Mustang Mach-E, rising battery material costs and inflation are erasing any potential profits for the new car. Lawler made these comments in response to a question regarding whether or not the company has seen strong demand for electric vehicles, and this is even though the price of the Mach-E was recently increased to compensate for the impacts of inflation. According to Lawler, the increase in the price of the car was sufficient to maintain Ford's profit margins, but it was not sufficient to have an impact on the rising cost of commodities. The chief financial officer did not reveal how much money Ford's losing on each purchase of a Mach-E, but he did say that costs for the electric vehicle have climbed by $25,000. The news comes at the same time that Ford is in the process of recalling nearly 49,000 Mach-E's due to a malfunction that could cause overheating of the vehicle's battery high-voltage contactors. If this happens, the vehicle may experience a loss of power while it's being driven, which could lead to an accident. The company stated that a straightforward software update delivered over the air would resolve this issue. But if the recalls prove to be more complex than this, the cost to the corporation might go into the millions. Because of obstacles such as these, it is uncertain whether or not Ford and other automakers who are creating electric vehicles at a quick pace will be able to reach their production and delivery targets over the next few years. As early as April, Ford was forced to stop accepting new orders for the 2022 Mach-E because of its inability to satisfy customer demand in the face of a shortage of semiconductors and other parts. The previous month, the automaker announced that it will handle its electric vehicle company as a separate corporation from its combustion engine business. The automaker also upped its investment in electric vehicles to $50 billion by 2026. On the flip side of the automakers alone, we are not the only ones who are having difficulties in meeting their pledges. According to Lawler, another indication that adverse conditions are affecting the industry is that customers are waiting longer and longer to make payments to Ford Credit, the finance division of the car maker. According to Lawler, Ford is prepared to take numerous alternative approaches to the recessions that have occurred in the past and is taking the possibility of a recession in the United States very seriously. Our inventory levels are at an all-time low. According to Lawler, we have an order bank that is considerable and contains over 300,000 units. Both as an industry and as a firm, we'll be entering this in a very different position than we ever have been before, the CEO said. So why is it so important? The announcement of the recall of the Mach-E comes at a time when Ford and other manufacturers are having difficulty launching a lineup of electric vehicles and convincing customers to purchase them. This past week, numerous automobile executives asked Congress for further tax credits on their electric cars, trucks, and SUVs in a letter sent earlier in the week. Their goal was to encourage more people in the United States to purchase electric vehicles. According to the latest numbers available from the industry, just approximately 5% of all vehicles driven in the United States are electric. According to the official Ford website, there's a Mustang Mach-E for everyone, and we couldn't agree more. The award-winning and well-lauded EV checks all the modern vehicle's boxes, beginning with zero emissions, affordability, snappy performance, and beautiful looks. Yes, the list is long, and the Ford Mustang Mach-E excels in almost every category. Some attribute this EV's appeal to Ford's great marketing. Indeed, the firm was able to create an iconic classic and modern nameplate, which immediately drew greater attention from the public. However, the Mach-E had much more to offer than just the Mustang badge. Buyers can select one or more of 5 Mach-E trim levels: Select, Premium, California Route 1, GT, and GT Performance Edition. All of these have varied specifications, features, and styling possibilities, but they all have one thing in common: they are extraordinarily attractive. This year saw the debut of the Ice White Edition appearance package, which improved things even more. Gearheads may now ice out your pony vehicle, giving it a unique white hue and stylistic characteristics both inside and out. Of course, the most significant aspect of the Ford Mustang Mach-E is its performance. This EV provides a thrilling ride regardless of trim level, while the GT performance can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds. Isn't that impressive? Be informed that we are now discussing the specifications of the 2022 Ford Mustang Mach-E. The lowest models have 266 to 346 horsepower and 317 to 428 pound-feet of torque, which aren't life-changing, but will allow for smooth rides. The highest trims, on the other hand, are the ones to go for if you want to have more fun on the road, because they have 480 horsepower and 634 pound-feet of torque. But once again, you're likely to appreciate all the cuts. This is especially true given that the Mach-E has a driving range of 211 to 305 miles, depending on the motors and battery pack. Every model charges quite quickly and, on top of that, looks fantastic. The Ford Mustang Mach-E is a stunning modern electric vehicle that stands out on the road. The outside design complements all the specifications and features, making this SUV a must-have for 2022. The Ford Mustang Mach-E's interior speaks a unique tech language. Technology is another reason why everyone should consider purchasing the Ford Mustang Mach-E. To be honest, the interior design in general. Inside, the Mach-E is streamlined and minimalistic, making it difficult not to admire its appearance and functionality. To begin with, a digital gauge cluster features a large touchscreen with a large knob at the bottom. It's simple to use and access during riding. Second, several standards and optional features such as the floating armrest, ambient interior lighting, heated front seats, wireless charging, a panoramic sunroof, and more are included and created for your comfort. Ford's also just updated the software in the Ford Mustang Mach-E, allowing drivers to fully enjoy the remarkable Blue Cruise system. This system incorporates numerous safety and driver assistance features. The Ford Mustang Mach-E is a small EV, but it has enough space inside for all occupants to be comfortable. Furthermore, the trunk's 29 cubic feet of freight space ensures that you may bring adequate luggage on your trip. The Mach-E, according to Ford, is also exceptionally durable. It even posted a series of photographs and GIFs demonstrating how the internal touchscreen cannot be cracked with a hammer or the outside harmed in the harshest car wash. Although we do not recommend trying this yourself, it is reassuring to know that this EV can endure some hard handling. With the Night Pony package, the Ford Mustang Mach-E has become even more appealing. Last but not least, the new Night Pony aesthetic package is another reason gearheads covet the Ford Mustang Mach-E. With black features like emblems and rims, this 2023 update will make the EV even more appealing. We'll have to wait for pricing on this bundle, but we know it'll have a distinct, appealing dark atmosphere. Well, I think that's going to do it for today's video, and we'll be back with more such videos, so please let us know in the comments section if you think the Mustang is a buy right now for your garage, or do you have your eyes on another one of the electric vehicles coming out? Please let us know in the comment space, and also make sure you hit the like button if you found this video interesting, and so you get more great content from us, make sure you subscribe to our channel. All you got to do is hit that bell icon on your way out the door, and that will ensure you are always updated and notified whenever we have a new video for you. Hey, thanks again for watching today, and we'll see you next time.